Gentlemen, we are still here. We're trying the primetime angle. Episode 298 of the Terrell Effect is here. And we have special guest, G Sharp, who has Digivolved 2 G Shreds.
What up?
Chilling, fam. How you doing? How you been?
Oh, doing pretty well, man. Just got off the road, 29-day run.
Whew, that's a serious run there, bro.
Yeah, man. Went from kind of started in Chicago and then went up to Duluth, Minnesota, and then kind of zipped around above North Ontario and did Belleville area, and then we went to New Brunswick and then did Maine, and then came back.
All right.
It's been really fun.
I'll sip to that.
Yeah, man.
So what stop was the most hectic?
Definitely Alma, New Brunswick, because that was the day Rogers went down. So that day was already kind of a huge mess. And then our van broke down after the show in the middle of the New Brunswick highway. And luckily we got service like 30 to 45 minutes after we broke down. Like service came back. And they were like, I saw like random rumors of like service not coming back till Monday. So I thought we were like totally screwed in the middle of the highway. Like, but
oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a crazy one.
Holy, like, I was lucky I was in the comfort of my home. Like, I have another service provider who I'm not going to mention because they're not paying me. But, like, my home internet was fine. But, my phone, that didn't work at all. Canadian Guitarist says, sup?
Canadian Guitarist, what up?
Yep. There you go.
How you doing?
Here on Restream, we can show you the comments, the captions, all kinds of good stuff. We got a ticker now. Now the ticker's telling you about Culture Shock Radio, Zeno.fm/Culture Shock Radio. Check that out. And I want to ask your permission, sir, before I do it. I don't believe I have any music of your genre as of yet in my playlist. So I would be remiss not to request the addition of Red Sun Rising, which was the introductory album that I experienced your prowess on, we'll say.
Heck yeah, man. Definitely.
All right. Sounds good. I will get that going on there within the week. So you will hear some new music on Zeno.fm/Culture Shock Radio. That's CULCHASHOCK Radio. We got some comments in the chat right here. Yo, G, what up, my man? Says David Phillips.
Hey, what up, Grateful Dave? How you doing, man? Grateful Dave throws a sweet party called Vibes in the Valley. We played it this year, and it was really fun.
All right.
David, I would love to make it down south soon. Oh, maybe next year we can line something up.
The irony of it all. We share a name. Yeah. Gee, oh man, you are loved, sir. You are loved.
What up, Greg? Wizard.
Right. Yeah. So, as we're going through, so like, as you see, how does it feel to have all this adulation while doing what you love to do?
Oh man, I feel blessed, dude. Like, I feel like accomplished because finally we're kind of starting to pick up some steam after years of kind of putting in the work. And like also 2 years of waiting to like get back to the work we were doing. So feels amazing.
Oh man. Now, not everybody, well, some of the people have seen you and know you, but some of the people don't. When did you know that this was for you?
It's a good question. I remember doing like school projects as a kid, like way before I played music, talking about how I wanted to be a musician and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure it's just kind of been like since I was born, sort of a thing. But I feel like pretty much when I started playing guitar at the age of 12, I knew that that's what I wanted to do. I stopped skateboarding like a year after that because I didn't want to hurt my hands.
Okay. Now, here's the thing that a lot of people don't know. You strike me as a young man with an old soul. I just didn't realize how young you really were. By age, by experience, you kind of outaged me. I'm not gonna lie. I can't play guitar like you. But I didn't real like. How old are you? Just out of curiosity.
I'm 27. I just turned 27.
Just turned 27. Okay, so yeah, you still have quite a few years. Like I just turned 38 yesterday.
Dude, you don't look a day over 30.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I don't feel it either. I don't. I definitely don't act it. Um, but how do you feel? Like, who do you see as like someone who you've taken inspiration from, like in your craft?
That's a good question. As far as there's a lot. Like as far as like the business end of it, I've always
Yeah.
loved the way well, I always loved the model that the Grateful Dead created in terms of like selling a lot of merch and like playing a lot of shows and just getting and allowing people to like quote unquote like rip you off because like they were the first band that allowed people to bring microphones and like bootleg their shows, and it
Yeah.
created this community of like trading tapes with people who didn't catch that show and stuff like that. So um and then so I like that model, but I also like the way Zappa did it, and he always talked about like protecting your masters and like just starting your own little label where you do everything, sort of thing, like which is pretty much what we do. Like
Okay.
it's all internal. We're not borrowing anything from anyone to do anything, or like, I mean, we do hire like artists and stuff like that for things, but what I mean is like I book all the shows and like do all the social media, and like we pay for our own studio time, and like we apply for grants and stuff like that, but like we're not tied to anyone who's telling us how many guitar solos we can put in a CD and like that sort of thing.
Uh, the true power of independence.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I'm gonna say it if no one else has. You like the St. Catherine's version of Jimi Hendrix, bro.
That's
Like
amazing.
straight up, I'm not gonna lie. Like I had to meditate for permission to say some shit like that. No, real talk. I've seen you on the stage, and it's just like I remember one day, like I drove. I think it was Ridgeway. Drove out to see your show, and that day was not the greatest day for me. And like my friend was just like, "Nah, just come to see the show." And I wanted to see the show, and I don't even remember what the issue was when I got there, because like I was in a bit of a trance, because I'd heard a couple of your songs off of the Red Sun Rising album.
Yeah.
However, when you played them live, you extended them.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for something to happen in the song that has me suspended for an extended period of time. So my thought process was interrupted. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I was thinking what I was thinking, but then the way you were playing, it forced me to step out of my own train of thought and just focus on the music.
Dude, I'm so glad you said that, because is that in itself is what I think some people can't latch onto. We've had some people come up to us and like say that like we could sing more or something like that, like, and I'm just like, maybe you just feel uncomfortable because you're now all of a sudden having to be like in the moment, like we're so used to kind of like letting the music make us like numb out everything, but when you're in a extended improvisation and there's something on the other side, like
Yeah.
exactly
It's
100%.
like
I love.
walking through it's almost like walking through a mystical forest.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
You know
Yeah.
there's something on the other end, but you don't know what it is or what you're gonna see on the way.
And the coolest part too is like the band is kind of on that ride too with you guys. Like we do know maybe we have like a bit more of an inside view of the song structure and how we're going to go about doing things, but like it's just as much of a mystery how we get to the other side as you guys. Like it's it I constantly blow my mind. Like not to like toot my own horn, but like as a band, I mean like we go somewhere where I'm like, how did we do that? Like what is even going on right now?
Well, speaking of tooting your own horn, and as a band, like, you know what? You got to get your flowers while you're standing, bro.
Yeah.
Um, like, have you ever thought of adding another instrument to the mix? And what instruments are you playing so far, like as a collective?
So right now it's guitar, keys, drums, and bass. Um, and three of us sing. Um, if I was to add an instrument, it'd probably be a three-piece horn section. Like I think the first time you saw us, we covered that Meters album on Halloween,
Yes.
and we had a three-piece horn section that night, and that's like my favorite version of this band.
I'm, I'm not going to lie. That was a loaded question.
Yeah,
That was a loaded question.
yeah,
I, myself, like, I want to try a few collaborations. And a lot of people recognize me as a rapper. Few
Mhm.
people realize I started my musical endeavors as a trumpeter.
Oh no way! I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I started playing trumpet when I was 8 years old. I was in kindergarten when I first saw the instrument, and I was so amazed by the way you could just create so many different sonic waves
Yeah,
with
it's one of my
three
favorite instruments.
three valves.
I'm a big Miles Davis guy.
Oh, Miles, Louis,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Dizzy Dizzy Gillespie.
Oh, I forgot about him.
He's
Even like
crazy.
even when you get into Dave Brubeck, because he was on a completely different
Yeah,
tempo of things. Like
yeah, I love
I
Dave
remember,
Brubeck.
I remember having to play some of his music in high school, and it was just like, whew.
Yeah, his sax player. I'm blanking on his name right now, but Desmond, I think, or something like that. He is a great. I think he wrote Take Five, like or something like that. He wrote one of the
Yeah,
popular Dave Brubeck songs.
yeah, really.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Uh, uh, Dave Brubeck sax player, Paul Desmond. Yeah,
Paul Desmond, okay. Shout
yeah,
out to Paul Desmond.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the
He
temp,
wrote Take Five.
yeah. So you know exactly which one. Yes,
Yeah,
that's the one.
yeah, yeah. He's a legend. Yeah, exactly, man.
You know what? I might have a request of you.
What's that?
I want to see your spin on that.
Sure, man. Yeah, we'll pop it up one day for you. I think we used to actually do it, to be honest with you. There's a video of me doing it solo on Instagram somewhere.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, but I would totally be down to play. And I know Tony, our keyboard player, would love to do that too.
That would be stellar, bro.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Yeah,
take
it's a
your
great
time,
dude.
but let me know the show.
Yes.
And even though some of them might, like, I think you should come back to the region for a little bit. You know what I mean? Do a little. I think you should tour the 12.
Yeah.
I think you should tour the 12. You know what I mean? Just hit them all up, every single one of
Yeah.
them. Just bam, bam, bam,
For
bam, bam.
sure.
12
Well, that's the
tour.
thing. Right now, we're kind of just like getting back out to the markets we were kind of building before because we played Niagara a bunch during these past 2 years.
Of course, of
So we're
course.
kind of just creating some scarcity a little bit and
Yep.
finding some new markets but we definitely got to do something around here soon.
I have a.
I'm hoping we can drag some people across the border to our Buffalo show
Uh,
because we're doing Buffalo this Friday at Mohawk Place for Buffalo Infringement Festival.
okay.
But also we're doing a Buffalo show in September. It's like a Wednesday show though, but I don't know.
Okay.
I just feel like if we can, it'd be cool to drag some like Canadian friends over the border for a
Yeah,
show.
I should get you in touch with Johnny Armani. He's a Buffalo native,
Oh, nice.
and he's looking for a band to jam with too. So, you
Heck yeah,
know,
man. I'm to come
yeah,
by.
yeah. Oh man, what else? So So what else do you have planned for the rest of summer? I mean, it's just July now. We still have all of
Yep.
August.
Yep. So we pretty much just got home today from the 29-day run, and um, we're gonna rest for 5 days, and then we're off on the road for another 29 days. So
Woo!
yep. So we're playing Buffalo this Friday, and then we're
Yep.
playing. I'm just pulling up the list here. So Buffalo this Friday. Yeah, then we're doing a private party in Wellington, Ohio on Saturday. We're doing Columbus on the Wednesday, Cincinnati, Duluth, St. Paul. Then we're in Winnipeg, kind of dip back up to Canada, and
Yep.
then Gimli, Manitoba, Palmer, Saskatchewan, Eston, Saskatchewan, Thunder Bay, Windsor. So that's kind of all that we've got right now.
Hold on a second. My dude said Thunder Bay, and then he said Windsor.
Yeah, but no, it's like days apart, a couple days apart.
They a whole province apart.
Yeah, I know. I know.
How long?
I have some unannounced shows in between there. I can't really talk about yet.
Okay, because like I would hope you would at least
Yeah.
have a stop somewhere in
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just there's some unannounced things that I purposely
that's
didn't mention.
that's perfectly fine. I
Yeah.
understand you can't show all of your cards all of the time.
Yeah.
All right, but here's something we can show. We have your video up here. It's on cue. It's Hometown, the official music video. It looks like it's I only caught the first few seconds while I was setting it up, but it looks interesting. Tell me a bit about it before we get started.
Yeah, so it's this sweet animated video that our friend Jordan Tessier did of Render Trap. I think that's his Instagram handle. Yeah, he animated this sweet video of us in space, flying through space and looking for a keyboard buddy. This was before we had a keyboard player in the band. So it was kind of a little story of like us finding. We just watched the video. You'll see what I mean. But it's a sweet animation.
All right, so let's call this up. Boom. Hit that play button.
Yeah, I'm working on London.
Okay.
I'm always inside, gotta get out. Said I'm always inside, gotta get out, gotta get out. Wanna go to your hometown and see. Wanna go to your hometown, oh Lord. Wanna go to your hometown and see. Wanna go to your hometown, oh Lord. I really don't know when I'll be coming around, but I just can't wait to get out of town, out of town. Wanna go to your hometown and see. Wanna go to your hometown, oh Lord. Wanna go to your hometown and see. Wanna go to your
Kinda looks like
hometown.
It's psychedelic. Yeah.
Wanna come to your hometown.
Okay. Okay. Oh man. Shout outs to Reggae Works PR. Jennifer Cheshire in the building. She says wicked video.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Jordan did a great job on that.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Canadian guitarist is saying awesome. Gregory Thornton has 3 hearts up. Whale. Yeah, yesin. There you go. That guy. That guy. I, with my,
Two Davids. Look at all these Davids popping in.
what I mean, David Seegers. Wow, I've been there. David Phillips. Guitar love, guitar love, guitar. So many Davids. Wow. Wow. That's true.
Thank you guys.
Guys. Yeah,
Y'all rock.
man. You are, see what I mean? Like the chat doesn't lie. You know what I mean? Chat doesn't lie. You are very good at what you do, and recognition needs to be offered
I
towards those who
appreciate
are
that.
dedicated to their craft.
Wait till you hear the next song. Oh, look, that's David Bishop. I didn't realize that was David Bishop. What up, David?
Okay, so we got like 5 Davids in the room right
Yeah,
now. Okay.
David Bishop is a childhood friend of mine.
Oh wow, ain't that something? So we got Bishop, Seegers, Phillips, and Terrell. Ain't that something? That is great. I think it's officially the most Davids that's ever been in in one podcast that I've been on. All of the 600 plus podcasts I've done. This has been the first time I've seen this many Davids in the chat. So that's what's up. Duluth, Minnesota.
Yeah, Duluth. We'll be
Loves
back
road
in Duluth August 12th.
All right. Okay. So I'm buying time because I believe that your bandmates are one of your bandmates are on their way over.
Oh yeah, and,
So
and yeah,
we're
we
gonna try
got
and get him in here.
who's coming? Want me to tell
Dave.
you who's another Dave?
Yeah. Oh man, that's great. That's great. David Phillips is saying, "Can't wait, bro." Heather told me. David's no good music. Yes, yes, you're not lying. You're not wrong. Okay, so it's a little bit earlier than the halfway mark of the show, and because it's a late night special edition, I'm not sure if I'm going to be playing any. Oh yeah, I got some music that I got to play as well. But I have to download that first. So while I get that, I'm going to flip the script. Now, the first time you're on the show, I didn't have this process going, but now this far in, I realize I've asked a lot of people questions and I haven't always given them the ability to ask me anything. So when I flip the script, I give my guest the opportunity to be the host and ask me whatever questions they might have, or, make any suggestions they may have about the show. I know it gets a little risky, but, that's part of the fun or the culture shock.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
I'll take it. What was your most hectic gig?
Oh boy. Okay. Give me a second to reflect because there was one gig where I thought they had the sound system and they didn't, so I had to come back to my house, pull everything apart, and then bring it down there. And by that time, the people who were at the show were less than pleased with me.
Yeah.
But I think the most recent event that I threw, where it was supposed to be a community event, and it still ended up being a community event. However, instead of hosting it in my backyard, in my courtyard, we had to move it across the street to my neighbor's house. And I don't know if you're familiar with Phineas and Ferb.
I am, yeah.
Okay, so it basically looked like one of those episodes. Like I had the ants marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah, through the house with different equipment, different, like, literally, we took up the stage. We took the stage and we walked across the street with it, put it
That's
up for
so
the
fun.
drummer, and yeah, we did the thing. But
I've
because
been
it
there,
was such,
dude.
yeah, it was a last minute switch and everything. It was just like
Yeah,
it
I
was
feel that.
so hectic. Like we had
Dude,
to move, huh?
the show we played this Thursday,
Yeah,
what's yesterday? What's today? Saturday? Yeah, 2 days
Saturday.
ago.
Yeah.
It was kind of a last minute show that we booked in Maine, Belfast, Maine, and we get there and we didn't have a PA system and they didn't have one either. And it was just a huge misunderstanding. It was no one's fault.
Yeah.
But their whole community came together, man. It was crazy. Everyone was texting each other and like we had like two dudes show up with all this equipment and one guy is like ready to do sound for us. Lincoln and Compton. Shout out to Lincoln and Compton because they like crushed it. They did our sound that night and it was just the best gig.
Go
But
around.
I feel you. I've totally been there, man. It happens.
Go around.
Is that Dave?
No, it's my daughter.
Oh, nice.
What she doesn't know is I'm in the middle of a podcast. And I'm literally like backed into a corner. So it's just like, it's just not happening, bro. It's just, I was prepared for everything but her to come through the back door.
That's how it goes.
You know what I mean? Like, you left through the front door. I'm not expecting you to come through the back door.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. They say expect the unexpected. I
That's
guess
true.
I guess I should have expected that.
Yeah. You were, she's keeping you on your toes, I think.
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm telling you, like 12 years old, and you think like I just don't know. Like I know, but what I do know is like I need to just be supportive, be loving,
Exactly.
be compassionate, and be understanding.
That sounds like a
Much
good,
easier. Mhm.
much easier said than done.
Yes, it is. Because I'm still trying to figure out. At least
Yeah.
she's coming in before the street lights are on. So, you know, I must have done something right.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a good kid.
Oh
I
my
haven't seen
God.
her in so long, man.
I wouldn't trade her for anything. Like
Yeah.
she's, oh my goodness. Yeah, she is like with her hair, she's about as tall as me.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been years since I saw you guys in
Yeah.
person.
Yeah. It's been,
Well, actually, I saw you at Warehouse
yeah,
that one
but then,
show, but not together.
yeah. Yeah, she was at home for that one. Oh man, serious. Okay, so that was the answer to that question.
Dave, where's Dave?
Where is Dave? I messaged Gabe and I didn't hear back, so I'm reasoning they're on their way and they're not away from the Wi-Fi.
Yup.
Yep. So
I'm loving it. All these Ghost Town folks are in here.
yeah. Wow. Let's see here what we got here. Hi. No, it's okay. Okay. Come here for a second. Pardon? I think the dip's done, but come here. Come on camera.
I'm not coming on camera.
Come on camera for a second.
Give me a minute.
Okay. Yeah. She's very headstrong. I will give her that. And I will not take that away from her. You know what I mean? I no. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, there was one time she said no to me. I was just like, no. Where did you learn this language? I did not speak this into your mind. What are you developing? Your own? Is this your own thoughts that you're developing right now? I wasn't done programming you to the way I wanted you to be. Yes, Sunny Day says, yeah, I love these guys. I totally ride the wave.
Love you, Sunny Days.
Sunny Days, yes. Definitely an influential member of the community.
For sure.
Oh, man. Yes. Facebook user says, what up?
That's me. Why did it come up as Facebook user?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what? That's awkward.
That's me. That's so weird.
I type it says host.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh man. So the things
that's me. Why did it come up as Facebook? That's funny.
Okay.
Roadways.
Man, so the list of shows. You know what? So you have shows. Basically, your 29-day tour. Do you have that on a list?
Yeah.
Do you want to put that on?
I gotta like update our tour list. I literally just got home like 2 hours ago from the other 29 days that we were just on the road.
Oh yeah, no, I don't expect it today, bro.
Yeah. I can get you that.
Okay.
With this body.
Okay.
I can put more
I'm
back.
still live on my podcast.
I know. I can put
Is
some
there
more
enough for me
back.
and her? Okay, cool. So, yeah, no. What I was gonna say was, I can put your tour dates in the Culture Shock magazine.
Oh yeah. I'll definitely send you them.
Yeah, and like you do the graphic design thing very well. So, like, don't be modest or humble with it when you put it together.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? Be bragging.
No hometown dates right now. I think the closest we're doing is Port Dover, which isn't too far. October 2nd, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, or September 2nd. My bad. September 2nd. That's like the closest right now. Or Buffalo, if you have your passport. Buffalo twice in the next coming 2 months. But I'll work on a St. Catharines / Niagara show soon for sure.
No, not going to. Okay, nice. Howdy.
Gift of American beer for you.
American beer. Thank you.
Or that one.
Is that the gold one?
Grab both of them.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Now I gotta get this set up. Oh, this is dead. This only has 19% on it.
That's a really nice thing to say, David. Thank you.
What was that?
While we are killing time, I would like to share that I love about the Roadways most. Every band I can hear compared to another sound. My favorite musician, Warren Haynes, said, realize it is harder to find your own voice than to follow one already in the air. What I love most about Roadways is they sound like Roadways. Yes, they do.
I appreciate that, man.
Gee, how you doing, man? Long time no see.
It's been forever, bro. I can't see you though.
I know.
So it's still a long time no see, man.
Do you really want to see me?
Yes, bro. I want to see you, man.
Okay, here I am. Let me try to.
Hold on. I got you on this. I'm gonna
stick my face around here. Yeah, I can do it, man.
Now that we're not sitting in the same van with each other, I want to see you again.
Yeah.
That's great. The camaraderie. Volume down. There we go. Excellent.
That was some dub reggae mix right there. Camaraderie.
Let's see if this will stretch to there. Should. Give me a second to set this up. You can hear him fine?
Yeah, I can hear okay, man.
What up, Phil?
I'll sit on this
Good to see you, bro.
chair right here. Is smoking
Oh, hold on.
still a thing in here, or
Go ahead. That's it. Yeah, we just setting up right quick. Oh, yeah, now it goes. That's it.
Does it have to be the option?
Oh, it just has
I
to be.
can try it.
Oh, just
Warren
has to be.
Haynes is so awesome. I've seen him play with so many different bands. Government Mule is so good.
Yeah.
yeah?
We can't see the videos.
Love you too, Phil. We got a jam soon, man.
Oh yeah, there's me. I can stare at myself now.
Yeah, it doesn't go up anymore.
Oh, there's me. There's that kind of works.
Okay.
I've been blind.
I don't know why. I don't remember.
That's good.
Yeah, it's kind of, hold on.
I'm pretty old school like that, so.
Oh.
All of the-
All right.
Yeah,
There is.
Oh.
All right. So, yeah.
What up, Dave? What up, Gabe?
Hey,
How you doing?
good. How about you?
Oh, just showered in my own shower, and now I'm drinking a beer drinking one of the beers we got from Belfast.
Yeah, what was it?
Yeah,
It's
it?
Marshall.
Marshall Wharf Brewery, man.
Marshall Wharf.
Definitely.
Shout out to Marshall Wharf Brew. They are amazing people. Shout out to Mag Shorett for getting us that gig and all the other gigs we got in Maine. For real. Maine has some beautiful people in it.
Maine is one of I love the shit out of Maine, man. Like it's Americans are just such nice people.
Thanks so much, Sunny Days. That's a really, really nice thing to say. I appreciate that.
Sweet. Looking forward to it. I'm originally from Buffalo, so those are dates I can make. So proud of you guys. I know one day I'll be fighting to get to the box office to snag tickets to your sold out world tour.
Thanks so much. So yeah, the one Buffalo show we're playing is this Friday on the 29th at Mohawk Place. I think we start at 9 or 10 that night. It's a part of Buffalo Infringement Festival. So we'll be like the third band or something like that playing. And then we're playing a Wednesday show at Nietzsche's in Buffalo, September 7th. So that's another one that I'm hoping we can rally a bunch of Niagara folk over to.
Okay.
Buffalo folk.
Yeah.
I can
Sounds
definitely
good.
love some Buffalo folk. I never spent enough time in Buffalo, so it's
Is there a way we can turn up the mic for
I'm
Dave?
going to turn it around
Yeah.
so that it can center it. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Buffalo is one of the. It's like right across the border, but yeah, it'd
Yeah.
be cool checking that town.
Yeah, for sure.
It's got some great architecture,
What's that?
man. It's got some great architecture in that town.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forget the name of the architect, but he's got like a lot of stuff. It's just classic buildings in there.
Yeah, they're like square is pretty cool.
We got Maxwell here.
Matt's
Matt. Yes, bro.
Hey,
There we
man.
go.
Oh, this will be nice. Where's
That's
Tony?
sweet. I know. I was going to say, where's Tony?
We need to find Tony.
You can find Tony.
He's probably playing a gig or something.
Probably.
Okay, we're trying to hear what Matt has to say.
We can't hear Matthew.
Talking, but we can't hear him.
Yeah, touring is some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah,
It's,
you really do see like the weirdest of the weird and like the coolest of the cool.
Matt.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's yeah, like for like a first tour and like for me in a while, this has definitely been one of those like I forgot how wonderful and crazy it is at the same time, and how exhausting it is at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. I feel so energized right now, though. It's hilarious. We just got home, and I like do not feel tired like I usually do.
I know, same here. Same here. It's like I'm home and it's like I'm sitting there going like, I want to practice. It's just like I
Me
want
too.
to
Yeah.
instrument. It's just like it's dragging me to it because it's like, and you know what I've actually really noticed, like this way of encapsulating the tour, like that whole month sort of thing. And it's like while I was in it, it's so just one thing after another, one thing after another. And then you get home and it's like there's this 3 hour period where you're just taking that whole month and turning it into this one big pill of a month, I guess.
It's crazy too, because like, man, that like our car broke down like 2 weeks ago yesterday, and that feels like it was like a year ago already, like or a month. Like realistically, it feels like it was a month ago. You live so much in that little amount of time.
Yeah, you really do. It's like it's
Peace, Phil, or David. Wow, there's so many names flying. I thought it said Phil. David Phillips. Peace, David.
That'll work.
but yeah, that was some fun times, man. Hey,
Matt, I had to change the settings on my browser. I had to go into my browser and change like the permissions to get the mic to work. And then there's also a microphone. If you press M in the website, there's a microphone. Maybe try your phone. I don't know.
We'll try that.
It's a good old hangout session.
Yeah,
it is. It is.
I got some music to play too. So
Play some music, man.
Let me set this up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna open this program so I can record the mix. We got the Toronto Effect episode 298 happening. We got 3/4 of roadways in the mix. There's one downstairs. There's this one right here.
Oh, yeah, that is definitely not
518 days. Yeah.
Let's see if I can get Sean, our lighting director, in here too.
Hey, why not? I can fit up to 10 people in here.
Oh man, I love how we all like had kind of the same instinct to come on this show like right after sort of thing. There was actually like no communication on this. It was just kind of
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was planned with Dave like months ago.
Oh yeah, no, I had no idea. I was just like,
Yeah. It was supposed to happen at like 2 in the afternoon, and then we were both talking, and we were both driving and stuff. So we just pushed it to later. And
yeah, no, it was definitely like kind of the first person I kind of wanted to hang out with coming back into town. Like honestly, man. Like,
Well, I appreciate it. I'm humbled. It was like, yeah, I haven't seen David Game in a minute. Like,
yeah.
we hang out for like every couple of days, like a couple of weeks or something like that.
We used to hang out a lot. So
Yeah.
It's been a little bit of a change.
Yeah,
like it's been a month, man. I missed you. Man.
And it's
like,
funny
straight up.
it's funny because we talked about like last year we were talking about our careers being at this point this year.
Yeah.
And here they are, like really
Yeah.
manifesting as we discussed. So yeah, I miss you guys too.
Yeah, no,
Like,
totally, man.
Yeah, it's been oh my gosh. Like we went camping, I was just like, you know who would like this? David Game.
Where'd you go?
Yeah.
We went to Camp Park Resorts in Niagara Falls.
That sounds nice.
Where was that?
It's on Lundy's Lane.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a really nice spot. It was a really nice spot. Like, they had a cabin, they had a pool, they had this inflatable pillow. It was a saltwater
We're
pool.
still thinking of going to Algonquin.
Yeah, actually,
In the fall.
In the fall.
that would be a good little trip, man. Like,
Yeah, like it's a nice vacation. Like
we'll rent some canoes and fucking do some lakes.
water or
And,
something. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Mm.
That would be dope. That was a microphone and Matt. The more the merrier.
We could do some fishing.
Get Matt in here.
Oh man. Am I recorded? Yes, we're recorded. Okay, episode 298. gotta do this different because my monitor got broken. So I gotta load this up a certain way so I can. No, that's not what I was doing. I have to load this up so that I can access this info. Okay, let's get this here. You know what? I'm gonna put this on here because I like this song. I like this song. I'm digging into the crates. Oh man, actually, I like the whole album. This is the kind of album you can put on and vibe. Sorry. So I'm gonna go to right here. Oh, it's hard. It's a hard one because Lakeshore Drive kind of reminds me of like Lakeshore in Toronto. That's the first thing I think about. I know it's not about that, but like that's kind of. And then you got Smile right here, where it's just like you know those feel good tracks that we used to hear.
Yeah.
Like that's what this one is right here. I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna continue the birthday weekend celebration. We're gonna play this track right here. You know what? I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna play Smile, and then we're gonna play Lakeshore Drive because I can.
Yeah.
So let me get this right to the tempo, and then there we go. Like you try to sit still while you hear this song. You'll eventually do a little jig. You start doing a little jig. It's like
I can tell that your steps are.
you know what I see?
But the
You know those
tears
roller
that fall
diamonds,
like rain.
like from like 20s and 30s and shit like that.
Yeah.
Where they just roll up to your car, they give you stuff, they give you the
And
food,
there's no
and they do like a
room
fancy
for
little
tomorrow.
swirl, and then they go back into the restaurant.
Yeah.
You're not telling me that could be the whole theme of this.
Sit down
I
for a while.
Smile.
Kind of do.
Smile. Smile at me and come rushing in my
It's
arms.
amazing how
Like
much
a
of
new
this song
handmade
is
guitar.
Like,
See the
this in the
days
sense, it's
don't
like
ask
there
me for
people
away.
have nuts over this song.
Away from this
Like this one
life.
definitely
Away
is
from
like
this day.
when we play them.
Smile. Sit down for a while.
Yeah.
Smile. Smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, everybody in the room had like a little bit of a jig going on here, bro.
It's hard to know.
It is. It's like, how did you, like, I don't know, man, the way you cultivated this with the breakdowns and the build-ups and, like, pulling some of it out and then, like, gradually adding it back together as we came to this. You know what I mean? That was stellar.
Thanks, man. It's actually one of the oldest songs I ever wrote. I wrote that when I was like 16, so I don't even remember what I was thinking when I wrote that. No, I wrote that. I was probably like 18 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that song comes from a very cool place. Like, I'd actually kind of be interested in where you were at, where you were kind of right.
Oh, definitely bluegrass. I was getting into bluegrass.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, the more I'm
Lakeshore
listening,
Drive, Lakeshore Drive, it's on your side, but it's no easy ride. Lakeshore Drive, Lakeshore Drive, it's on your side, but it's no easy ride. And it's also crystal clear, and it's nothing too profound. No more wondering how I
Good evening,
feel.
Lorena.
No more wandering around.
this is the kind of feel good music that doesn't make me question why I listen to music.
I can't really hear you, brother.
Hold on. I was just saying, like, this is the kind of feel good music that doesn't make me question why I'm listening to music.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was sent some submissions by A. Smith, and they touched base on the fact that Tafara Makanen, born on this day, would be celebrating his 130th birthday. You know him better as Haile Selassie the first, Emperor of Ethiopia and King of Kings to Rastafarian culture. Hail King Selassie from the Fireman Kingston with future Luciano Sobaja, the Selassie I won for the first. Selassie the first, for sure, and the first Kula. Kula with Ethiopia. So those are the songs coming up. We got I for sure, and I follow Ethiopia. Ethiopia, two different places.
It's still kind of hard to hear what you're saying, man.
Oh, okay. Is that better? Or is it could be the position of the mic?
Yeah, I think it's because the mic's not really like
Pointed towards me.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's way better.
Okay. Yeah, so I might want to get one of my 2050s and put on a bi-cardiac pattern. I can, but it'll get
You'll get all the interference.
everything.
Yeah.
Feedback, yeah. I know, right? As smart as it is, it's still dumb.
Yeah.
Or you just need another mic for a guest or whatever.
I usually have my my lapel mics, but they're packed away now. They're in this, so I could set it up.
So cute.
I'm so almost like right now.
Oh, nice.
No, it is so cool. I just like so many things like from the past month where I'm just like so big. I know now. It's like it's always going down. So many cool backgrounds.
Oh man. So Matt, we lost Matt.
Yep, that's looking in action.
Good evening from Nova Scotia.
I feel like this is a request from Bob. Is this Robert Pattinson?
Okay. No, this is
Who requested this?
it was sent in by A. Smith.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Was my program director.
Gotcha. I
Yes.
feel like my homie Bob would like suggest this too.
Yeah, well, these are two of the legends that, you know what I mean, alongside them, Capleton and Luciano on the
Yep.
track.
Yeah, Capleton's cool, man.
Yeah, man. So, what genre of music have you not tried but are interested in?
I mean, I feel like even the ones I've tried, I'm still trying to like get down properly.
Okay.
I feel like I'm good at like playing a bunch of different genres, but honing in on each one is like a lifelong thing, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, like the thing is, and also I've tried certain styles, and I feel like I've failed at them. So then I still am not giving up on like that genre.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of a weird thought process, but like, I feel like we have lost the touch on stuff. I just don't know what that is yet.
Okay.
Metal, maybe? I don't know.
again, there's certain things we kind of like, or not we touched on this. It's like I want to go Bulgarian or like
Listen to this guy. You know
no,
what?
but I mean the fact is like as you were saying, it's
Yeah.
it's there is a tradition that
Did we get the music down or something? Like I can't hear Dave at all.
like in the sense of like you were saying, it's like we could approach something, but at the same time, it's like though we like the sound and we hear that sort of thing, it's like there's this deep tradition that you keep following down this rabbit hole that
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we're gonna do, So it's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
yeah,
It kind of just ends up blending with our own sound. So then, like, you kind of
there's no way to like claim, that we're doing this style or that style.
exactly.
That comes from the tradition that we.
That's why I kind of like don't. That's why I don't like to write like one genre songs because I don't feel like it's like that genre even.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's like it's kind of reggae, but it's not really reggae.
No, it's approaching the sound at times.
Yeah, there's certain characteristics of each traditional genre that you can kind of use as your like basis and then to work off from there. So then to like everyone else it sounds like that, but you're trying like it's like you can never recreate what you hear because there's so many elements at play, like with all those older genres especially, like you're almost trying to mimic the way it was recorded back then, even like it gets picked up on all these mics that make it sound a certain way, and then you interpret it that way and try to mimic that, and it comes out a different way. You know what I mean? It's like there's a whole layer of like,
yeah, there's the lived lives of the people who wrote that. It's like they're coming from somewhere that in the day that we live nowadays, we're just not gonna understand in the same way. I think.
Can we get that camera up a little bit? Because right now,
Yeah, I think it's like your lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good.
Okay.
Show what you do.
Doesn't matter. But yeah, like I think there's definitely something that like people can like a sound that kind of comes out and be inspired by it and want to create something that's maybe creating a sound but maybe missing the context and or trying to get the context, and that's its own kind of thing in itself, but it's tricky.
That sounds cool, man. You mix?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, little something on the side. Oh man, I'm actually DJing a wedding in September. The wedding for FX St. Barry's front woman Charlotte Hengeveld, as well as Paroxysm's guitarist Cody Roberts. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, get ready for that. So dinner music and some stuff to dance to. It's gonna be a fun time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. So going through the song. This song is called Selassie for sure by Subaja. Because, today everybody's name seems to be complicated to pronounce. We got Bronwyn from Youthman Records with Steady. We got Merciless. That was easy enough.
Yeah.
Capleton. Okay, like I'd have to be stunned not to be able to say that. This one right here. IQULAH. Iquila. Like I'm not trying to disrespect nobody.
Sounds like Icula. Icula.
Yeah. Well, but there's a space between the I and the Q.
IQ.
Oh.
Icula.
Yeah, Icula. I don't know.
Okay.
No, that's pretty neat, man. That's like, yeah. I don't think you can pronouncing it like standard like phonics.
No.
Doesn't totally carry. It's elite.
Yeah.
It's pretty elite at that point.
Okay. Looks like we got another. Enter a new contender. Matt's back on his phone. Let's see if we can hear him. Can we hear him?
Matthew.
Oh, test.
Yes.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, now Dave's gone. The phone must have died.
Sadness.
Sorry about that.
That way. Flag.
Yeah, the phone must have died. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this way. Hold on. Give me a
Dave's
second.
gone.
I know. I've gone black.
I'll bring Matt Dave back into this in a second. So Matt comes and Dave leaves.
There could be only one.
There could be only one. Oh
Rhythm
man.
sections are kind of like that.
There could be only one.
Oh man. This has some battery left to it. Oh no.
No, it doesn't have battery.
No, it has battery left to it. It's just playing back, and I don't need to play it back. Okay, so Matt, what's your view of the tour? How did things go from your perspective?
It went pretty well, honestly. And I'm
Good.
sure while I was the van issues were talking about, I thought it was fantastic. Oh, we all had it going really well. Yeah. Cool experience. Visits and just I thought the next part of the tour where we
Okay. I don't know.
I think the Matt's Wi-Fi sucks or something like that.
You sideways. You sideways.
I'm like upside down.
I
Right
can
now.
barely tell what Matt's saying at all.
Yeah, no, I can barely hear Matt right now.
Matt, are you saying things?
damn it.
Yeah, now I heard
Damn
you.
it, now I hear it.
Yeah.
Is there a flip button?
Yeah.
Damn it. I could play with this.
It's like there we go. Back.
I'm
I
sorry.
know how to solve problems.
I hate to say it, this is still my favorite moment, and just because Matt's here, going from the coast in New Brunswick, and it was like, okay, we should turn off the high beams, and then all of a sudden, nothing. It was like so pitch black. We're driving through like the fog,
Oh.
so it's like we can see nothing, and it was just like we had the high beams on, so it was like, okay, turn off the high beams, and it was just one of those things, you know. And so the lights went off. All of a sudden, it was just like completely blank for like half a second, sort of thing. And it's just, I'm gonna remember that forever because it's just so absolutely hilarious.
Oh man.
And we lit,
High beams. How about
which is why
no beams?
exactly.
No
It was
beams.
just like, okay, I can't. I'm having very poor visibility. Okay. Oh, zero visibility for a second. Yeah, I don't know. It's maybe I need to work on that story. I think a little bit. It's one of those that needs to have like kind of a build up, and
Yeah,
because that's stories, man.
that definitely is.
But it was
Sort of has potential.
it was that was literally like maybe about 2 hours before the van broke down,
Oh man.
which was its own, like, that was beautiful.
So what actually happened to the van? Like, what was the malfunction?
It was just the mount on the alternator like broke, so then the alternator was just kind of like hanging there instead of connected. And so the
wow.
battery was holding a charge. So once we figured that out and got it in, like this dude, Aaron from the festival we were playing that weekend, I wrote in some Facebook group and just was like, put the word out that what happened, and this dude came through, man, Aaron, and he helped us get this piece. Well, first we ordered it from Honda and had to wait like 2 days,
Okay.
but then we got this piece on and it worked.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet deal.
Yeah,
And it
that
was like, it was perfect timing because it kind of got fixed right before we had to leave anyways. So it was like the last second we fixed it and we were off to all our other shows in like Maine and stuff.
yeah, that was definitely like I said, it was one of those like weird punk moments where it's just like,
Mhm.
like I don't know, like punk band touring moments that you would hear about, sort of thing. But it's like it's kind of cool actually living that sort of thing.
Well, that's not my first rodeo with dealing with stuff like that.
No, exactly. I mean, it's part of the touring experience is the fact that your things are going to go wrong occasionally, and you have to like, be able to like adapt right on the moment, and that's like that's a neat thing to like have an expectation on.
Yeah.
Like most people in most of their jobs are not going to have the expectation of like, okay, shit is fucking up hard right now, and we need to do something about it right now.
Yeah.
And we pulled through, and that was like a really cool bonding moment, actually. Like, I think everybody in the band kind of had this moment where it was like, we're stressed out, it's kind of rough, and we all pulled together in the right way,
Yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Let's see what else we got here.
Like, I think that did kind of solidify certain things with the band, where it was like, you know what, we're in a crisis situation, and we're all handling it in our own way, and we're all helping each other in the right way.
Yeah.
And we all kind of came together, and shit worked out, and that was kind of an amazing thing.
Yeah.
I tell you about Jamaica, sweet, sweet Jamaica.
Oh man.
I tell you about Jamaica.
You have no idea.
I'm getting a general idea.
It was like, it was a month away. And it was just
Like, I do like 3-5 days away from her, and like I put her in a vice grip.
yeah, it was like a month. Yeah, it was like a month. It was just like,
how you do that, bro? That's like, more power.
And we got another month ahead of us, so
yeah, that's gonna be true.
Yeah.
But we're good.
we're good.
Dave took over the house.
It's my city now.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
Belongs to me.
I literally have to build another room right now for myself because Dave literally was like, okay, this is my house now. This is how I'm setting things up.
Oh,
And I
man.
love it. I have workspace again. I can do art and it's not cramped and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm able to draw and I'm doing it again. I wasn't able to draw for so long because I just didn't have the room that was comfortable enough for it.
Well, you weren't owning the space. And
Well,
that's what I kind of like. Is
Okay, but that little space upstairs is not as comfortable.
Well, no, but it's definitely like you're owning the space right now.
Oh, it's mine.
Yeah,
It's mine.
It's so cool because it's just like,
I'm probably gonna dip out, you guys. I gotta get some things done.
Yeah, bro. It's been here for a minute. Thank you for
Oh,
stopping
Dave's
by.
sad.
I am
Oh, yeah.
sad. I am.
Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, fam.
I missed you, man. It's been so cool.
Miss you too.
So loud.
Oh man. By the way, if you're looking for new markets, I might want to recommend Cambridge if you haven't been out there.
Heck yeah. I think I booked something in Kitchener.
Yeah.
And we just played Cambridge like a couple months ago. I mean,
What was the vibe like?
it was kind of dead, but it was because it was raining. We were supposed to play outside. But actually, we did pack the little house that we did end up going to. So,
Okay.
but no, I like Cambridge. It's just kind of there's a lot of nepotism there. So,
It's like I looked at the amount of people that was out there. I'm like, I get it. You guys are clicky sometimes in some areas, but you like new stuff, and we're gonna be new stuff.
yeah.
August 6th, I'm gonna be there. 300th episode for the Terrell Effect.
Nice.
It's gonna be at 265 Avenue Road, the Polish Club.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
come check it out. Niagara's about to show out. We're gonna have
Oh,
Joey
Definitely.
there. I believe Memoirs of a no, I'm not sure if Memoirs is gonna come through, but I know that we're gonna have a few of Niagara's finest attend the event,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
gonna be interesting. So, stay tuned to the Terrell Effect.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for having me on.
All right, cool.
All right,
Peace, y'all.
again.
Oh, we got before you know,
Boy,
we got all four.
I'm heading out, bro. I got to dip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you, man. I'm gonna totally miss you. It's like it's gonna be weak.
There we go.
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm a little confused, but I'm jumping in on this stream.
All right.
Matt's here now. We got Matt
We got Matt.
on the scene.
My lighting is terrible. I just realized that.
Well, I think I'm overdoing the lighting personally, but
I love it. It's so
Yeah,
colorful.
you got some.
I wonder if I can soup this up. One sec.
birthday weekend, so I'm kind of celebrating.
You're
still,
fucking partying, man.
Party.
You deserve it.
A little more. That's a little red.
There we go. All right, so Matt, let's hear from you. See if your microphone's working.
All right. Am I breaking up or anything?
Yeah, you're breaking up
Test,
still.
test.
No, I can hear you.
I can hear you, but it's breaking up.
Really? Damn. My internet or something. I had to connect earlier. Yeah, shoot.
Okay.
How was your time?
Yeah.
How was your time?
Yeah.
It was pretty intense.
Okay, so Tony?
Tony's in?
Tony's in too, yeah.
Tony's in?
Let's get Tony on.
Let's get Tony on.
Tony's waiting to talk there. Tony, how was your time on the tour?
It was very fun.
Tony!
Tony!
Here I am. But yeah, it was extremely fun to experience the road with these guys.
What was the most memorable moment?
Oh man, well, I mean, this is probably not the best musical answer, but I gotta say that lobster pasta in Alma was something else.
Yeah, their food there was crazy because I remember like I had shrimp there that night, the jerk shrimp, and it was real nice, man.
Jerk shrimp. Stop it.
No, it was good, man.
Yeah?
Like, seriously, like I was thinking about you. I was like, thinking of like this is some warm stuff.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
You always bring the spice to play.
Don't I though? Soulicious Pepper Sauce still sponsors Culture Shock magazine. Issue 22 and issue 23 are going to be combined for a mega issue. I'm going to make a mega issue. June and July are going to be one issue. It's going to be about 40 pages, maybe 44, could be 48, but at least 40. And it's going to bring to you from the summer solstice to the midway point. We're going to have a lot in there. And just stay tuned. Just give a brother time. He celebrated his birthday this year. Last year, COVID gonna let me celebrate nothing. This year, I went to the River Lions game. I was born in Niagara. I was born in St. Catharines, which is Niagara region. I was raised in Scarborough. Niagara played Scarborough on my birthday at the Meridian Center.
Oh,
Stop it.
Awesome.
Stop it right now. I'm just like, okay, that's dope. Went there with like 9 good people. Then we went to the Booster Goose where, a couple bands came out, played some music. We had Slightly Intoxicated, we put the Control in the building. We also had the POE and DJ Aram. Johnny Armani did an appearance.
Nice.
I was on stage for a little bit, acting fool, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was a good night. It was a good night. Oh man. And now we're just going into a roadways who just came home off of a 29-day tour.
Yeah, that was
An experience.
yeah, tours are a thing, man. They're definitely like they kind of tear you out of your regular sort of existence for a while, and they're fun and kind of stressful in a way, like in the sense of it's like you're just always on your toes for a whole month straight. You know, it's like every single second you're like, okay, what's gonna come up next, sort of thing. It's intense.
It is. It can be.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I mean, I'm doing, like I said, with what you guys are doing, 29 days. That's 29 days on the road, away from home, you know what I mean, away from things that you're used to. So, like,
Yeah.
how do you manage to cope or deal with that?
Tony?
Well, geez, it's you know, I think it gets a little boring at home for me. I like being on the road.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of it, definitely. Like, it's that sort of like, yeah, the road is, it's so cool. It's just like every day, it's like a kind of the same thing that's stressful to a degree. It's like this every single day is a new thing. And it's like, I've lived so much in this month that I haven't lived in years, you know?
Yeah, meeting people, you know, seeing new places, and you know, even just like the meeting new people of getting to know you guys in this short period of time. We spent a lot of time in a van together, and you know, it's a lot of hangout. We hang out with each other to cope, pretty much.
Okay.
Our,
So,
our
go ahead.
our personalities have a really fun time. So it's because like all you guys are like just the conversations that we end up, which is really funny, and yeah, it helps with that for sure.
Yeah, no, totally. No, it's definitely like I was watching. Okay, so maybe sidestep a little bit. I was watching with Dave. I was watching like Mariana's Trench thing, and I was sitting there and like because I just got off tour and we're watching this thing. It's like I'm sitting there looking at the personalities in the band and like how. Like who's doing what in this band sort of thing, like, you know, watching and kind of being like, okay, who's the chill guy, who's the, you know, passionate person, who's the person who organized, who's doing what sort of thing. And it's like it was definitely that sort of thing. Like, it's amazing how you like all of a sudden you have to work as a team right away, you know.
You're a team.
Yeah, basically.
You're a team.
That's the way it is.
You need to work together to get things done.
Yeah.
And everything is about that.
Yeah, like it's an interesting, like it's like a business sort of thing, but at the same time, it's like one of those things where it's like everybody's kind of working toward the same goal, sort of thing.
Is it just weird as ice cream like this? I mean, there's just like the color shifting is just
Yeah, well,
okay.
yours blend in more than mine. Mine are like spot dots.
Yours are spot dots, but ours is like gay color shifting.
I mean,
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Okay, all right. As long as it's not offending anybody, because you know, I say that.
No, that's Pride Month is every month.
Touché. All right. So, gentlemen, what are your goals for this summer or for your next tour?
I think the,
Oh,
the
that's a
yeah, you go, Matt. Sorry.
Bill. You know, this was our first time playing the and and we didn't. I think a big goal is to break into the U.S. We played a bunch. We played. Did really great there, and people made some great connections. Just a big to just continue doing that and continue to grow there.
Agreed.
No.
Yeah, breaking into the U.S., right? Like really making your presence known there.
Yeah, because again, Americans are kind of amazing people at the end of the day. Like,
It can be.
what was interesting about Maine is it's like a small town spread out over a whole state. So it's like people we would meet in Portland or Bangor or whatever. It's like we're connected with each other. We're connected with all of these other places in Maine. I thought that was like really kind of an interesting thing. It's like Ontario, I don't feel like works the same way. It's more regionalized
that way.
Maine is just one big small town.
It is. It's kind of like one big small town.
That sounds amazing, though. Like, it sounds like friendly.
Oh, the people were like.
Grimsby has some damn good customer service. If I ever find myself into like $4 million, I live in Grimsby.
In Grimsby?
Grimsby.
I haven't spent a lot of time in Grimsby.
4 million. That's a pretty specific number. You've
That's a very specific number.
Hey man, the universe listens, bro. The universe listens. Nah, cause the place that I was looking that I looked at was like 700,000-800,000, and then I'd have to rebuild a studio.
What would everyone do with $4 million?
Yeah, what would you do with $4 million? Just do it.
keep touring in style.
Yeah, kind of.
Get an RV.
That'd be
I mean, with 4 million, like the best thing to do is probably buy real estate.
Well, yeah, get a
Yeah.
house, but also get
Yeah.
an RV.
Real estate. Man.
Oh, yeah, no.
A house and an RV.
Real estate and
Buy real-
agriculture.
Buy real estate and an RV. Live in the RV.
Rent out the house.
Exactly.
Yeah, get some property. Wait, get some gold and keep it properly.
Yeah.
I always
Well,
wanted
That's
to
what
probably-
I'm gonna do, even if
deploy an actual pirate ship and like afford to be able to have like an entire crew. Oh, there goes Matt. Lost him at Pirates. He's out.
Matt!
No, not
Matt.
Matt!
Oh, that's sad.
Sad Matt. Hey, Tony.
Yeah, I'm well. I'm very
That's
well.
good.
Hanging out,
Hanging out.
playing some
Did
video
you have a
games,
good time?
movies, all this stuff.
What game you playing?
Right now, I'm playing Dying Light.
Okay.
Kind of felt like killing some zombies.
That's nice.
You ever get into those the 2K games?
Not really, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Not-
What do you game on?
I watch a little bit of sports, but I don't really get into. The only real sports game that I was ever very good at was was Rockstar Table Tennis.
Okay.
Tony, what do you game on?
Right now, I've got an Xbox One.
Oh, sadness. I can't play any games with you.
I was gonna say, well, nice knowing you, bro.
Bruh. Xbox One.
That's okay.
I'm not even
I
mad.
play games
I'm not
to be alone
mad.
and be lonely. That's what I do.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I'm not much of an online gamer.
Oh. Not even with friends?
I associate with so many people in life that I don't need to talk to them like online while I'm playing games. I just
That
want to be I just either want to like kill zombies or
very
be a
hard
wizard or
You're like,
I don't
fuck
know.
off, I'm playing video games.
No, that's
Call
one
of
of the-
Duty's kind of fun, but I actually like the story mode better because I'm kind of a history buff.
Oh,
Okay.
that's so fair.
Yep. Call of
Yeah,
Duty
but
does
other
have
than
some-
that, yeah, it's just I don't know. I get like gamer anxiety. I can't like play video games for very long anymore without being like I'm not doing something musical right now.
I
That
agree,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah, it's trying to find that like it's that
I'm lucky.
productive sort of thing that
I-
kind of like sits there and kind of like eats at you at like on a regular
All right.
basis.
Where are my dishes? Stay your ass home.
I'm going to go back out and get it.
You use it as an excuse to listen to me, child. You have 5 minutes.
But yeah, I'm lucky because with my my mode of creativity is like mostly like I like drawing and especially characters. So video games are an amazing way for me to get inspired.
I think
Which-
video games are like the new book. Well, I mean, the movies were the new book.
Agreed.
Movies were the new book, but movies are so well. The books are kind of the same way. But video games are interesting because you're a little more in control over the narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a book to a degree, like, and I mean, like, I hear where you're going with that. Like,
But
it's
like, yeah.
yeah,
sorry.
like books to a degree, it's you create the story as you're kind of going, and it's like a lot of it has to do with how you visualize things. Whereas, like, movies to a degree is like it's kind of a passive.
It's just
entertainment
fed to
idea.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas video games, at least, like a lot of them, you have control over the story, so you're shaping it with what you see in your head.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It is a new form of storytelling.
It
Like,
is.
It's.
I mean, you saw Fragile Dreams, the one I showed you.
Oh, do I remember?
Farewell. It's the one that it's on the Wii, and basically the character goes through the game.
Fragile Dreams? Story of my life?
Fragile Dreams on the Wii, right?
No, I just said story of my life.
Oh,
Uh,
Dagger.
don't
I couldn't help
be down
myself.
on yourself.
No. Well, I mean, you
You have
have to have some
strong
sort of
dreams.
sense of humor if you're like a full-time musician. You have
Strong
to
dream.
understand that you're like pretty much on like an inch of ice at all times, and hopefully you don't
Well,
fall.
so true.
but
So
you've been
true.
walking it so far, and the ice is still good, right?
Yeah, you just kind of got to keep it cold.
You just if it cracks, you just move slowly, carefully.
I've never fallen through the ice actually before.
Exactly. So
Career
you're good.
figuratively either.
You're a good skater, man.
You're a good skater.
Just keep moving.
Yeah.
Just keep moving. Just keep moving.
But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, Michael. Where it's like it's yeah, music is kind of this. It's a weird industry, and it's a weird thing to be existing in, and it's like it always feels like it's gonna fall apart at any given moment. Yet, as you keep going, you keep getting better at it, and it's like it still feels like it's gonna fall apart at any moment.
Yeah, it's a constant thing. You have to kind of keep at it. You
I
have to
see.
give credit to G for keeping it up because like it takes someone who's very focused and thinking very far ahead for your band to.
Yeah.
You know, it's very hard to keep focused and not just like play music all the time and just book the next thing that comes at you. You know.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like I actually had this moment, like I said, when I was like I came home and the first 3 hours was like kind of me just decompressing from a month being on tour. And one of the things that really blew my mind, it's like I was just sitting there thinking about G and like how much he's an amazing professional, everything he does. You know what I mean? Like where it's kind of like I really appreciated the guy maybe more than I did on tour, because on tour it's like you're kind of like in the same room with them constantly.
Yeah, totally. And you're strapped in, you know, it's everyone's together and you see what everyone's all about.
Yeah. And like having that, like I said, like coming home, having that 3 hours, the decompression on that was just like, I really appreciated every person in the band and
Yeah.
what they were kind of bringing to the game, you know, and the yeah, what they're kind of bringing to the game is maybe the best way of putting it. Like everybody's got kind of their skill set that is really good, that balances out other things, and it turns into something that's actually quite magical.
You're a team.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're a team. At the end of the day, you're all a team together.
Yeah.
And those dynamics, those differences that you have that work together with each other are what you have to utilize to make it work.
Yeah. No, it really is. It's not
Your
like,
different skill sets become very, very important.
The strengths of one benefit the others. where
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
balances
like-
their weaknesses.
Yeah, you're trying to balance the strengths and weaknesses of each individual to work together as a unit.
This band
Yeah.
has no weaknesses. It's a perfect band. I really don't think. Yeah.
Perfect band.
there's no weaknesses whatsoever.
No ego.
Tony! Tony!
But yeah, no, like I felt like during some of the moments where it's like we were really kind of like, it was rough times. It's like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Like the van breaking down in general, where it was just kind of like everybody pulled together in such a cool way. You know, I felt that was like really an interesting like bonding experience.
Definitely. And I didn't know that you could take like 10 jumper cables and like put them all together and it still works. I didn't know that either. That's one thing I learned from that.
A learning experience
What?
for you.
What? Wait, hold on. Elaborate.
Tony's got to tell his story. You got to tell his story.
Yeah. I certainly didn't know you. I thought that would be an electrical fire waiting to happen or something. But I'm no professional by any means, especially on the side of the road or any kind of mechanical things. But yeah, that was the one thing that I did learn, is that you can do that. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, like the dude. Okay, what was his name?
Shoot, I'd have to
I
go
don't
back
know.
and look at the post.
Yeah, I know. So anyways, like this, we were broken down on the side of the road, and this dude in on semi pulled over for almost 2 hours and tried to get us going. And he was like the nicest person and did not give up. Like, he was just the amount of time that he spent on trying to get our van going.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Which-
he
It
Yes.
was just like,
In a semi truck. That's
meddling
it.
with the connections, and it was amazing to watch the guy work.
yeah.
But you gotta think, like, if it was costing him to.
And that's what I was sitting there the whole time. and
Oh, of
thinking,
course it was. Time is money. Yeah, no, that guy was doing
I
it.
know, and it's like we think that way, but it's like this dude didn't. He was like,
He
there's
cared
somebody-
too much.
yeah, there was somebody
Absolutely.
walking down on the side of the road, and he felt like he had the time to be able to sit with us and like try to get it going
Props
again.
to that man.
Yeah,
Like,
Huge seller.
serious props.
yeah,
like-
Yeah, air props.
That is the kindness that you don't see every day.
no, but like that's one of the things that I noticed when like being on tour or being out in society, like not being on like not being on like in the digital realm, but being in actual people.
Yes,
again,
yes.
it's like people are very amazing. Like
When like
Yeah,
someone's
when they're supportive.
well, no, like just in general. Like I mean,
you're
supportive-
lucky.
Yeah, like supportive is kind of where a lot of people kind of exist. but we don't see that because we're kind of like glued to the media to a degree. I'm getting political, I guess.
Mhm.
Huh?
I've unglued from all media. I don't know what's going on.
Bro,
Yeah.
I don't even watch. I don't watch TV. I don't listen to the radio if it's
Yeah,
not
fair
from
enough.
someone I'm working with. I don't even listen to the music, bro. Except for like Jazz FM 91 and maybe YouTube just for some reggae vibes. But
Oh,
nah,
Jazz
I-
FM,
I-
absolutely. Like that's my favorite station for sure.
yeah. So, does anyone you guys want to shout out? We're about to shut this down.
I'm gonna shout out to shutting it down because
Yeah, shut it down.
Shut it down.
always have my back, shutting it down. You know, guys, like,
Have a
always
good
got
night,
me at some
Tony.
tight binds. Shutting it down's been a good friend of mine for a long time. So this one
Tony,
goes
have a good night.
out.
Oh man, you are clearly the resident joker of the band.
No, Tony is like one of these geniuses. Like
He's great.
there is so much. Like honestly, dude, there is so much that like you'll just start playing piano and be like, this is this and this. And we're like sitting here going like, we play stringed instruments, you know? Yeah, like it's.
Tony's a wizard.
Yeah, no, you're totally like it's so cool having you in a band because it's like it's such a learning curve just like dealing with you.
Oh well, geez, thank you very much, man. And likewise, I think that you're a genius as well. It's everyone in this band is something else. It's they all bring a different level of genius to the table, especially G being the genius and all.
The genius.
Oh, there you go.
And we cannot forget Matt because Matt is like, holy shit!
The
Like
master.
sometimes he'll be doing stuff on drums, and I'm just like, where the fuck are you coming from, man? I'm like just on the edge of my seat trying to hold on to what the hell he's doing drum wise, you know?
Yeah, he's a mathematician. When it comes down to some of those breakdowns that he does, he'll go into a sub rhythm and then a sub rhythm from that and be able to be doing a few rhythms at once. And it's pretty amazing to, you know, even just to watch him, just his face says like, this is so flawless for me. It's amazing. He's very,
No, and totally. And that's the thing with it. Like you'll look back at him and he's just like, this is normal. And I'm like, dude, this is not normal. But he's still like holding it like,
I really think Road Waves has so much potential to go a lot further.
No, I agree. I agree.
And
we're going for it.
It's just watching that growth happen that is so incredible. You know, and I feel lucky to get to be a part, like in my own way of it.
Yeah.
You know, watching you guys practice, watching you guys like keeping up with the tour and like, you know, seeing how things are going and everything. It's just been incredible for me. A really gratifying experience.
Yeah, I mean, like, as one of Niagara's resident media houses, you know what I mean? Like, you are one of the bands that I hear about. Like, the only other bands that I really hear about along the same lines of you guys are, like, Revive the Rose and My Son the Hurricane.
I was just going to mention those guys.
Yeah, those are the only two that we really hear in the same conversation. And even then, it's a different discussion.
No, and that's cool. That is very cool.
I am proud to get to even just be in the place that I am to experience it. It's a point of pride because this is some amazing shit and it's gonna go a lot further.
I think so. I feel a very good vibe with this, and it's like
my dream is to get to eventually tour with you guys.
I would love that so much. Like, because it is such a crazy experience. It's like
we'll definitely need an RV to get anyone else on the road because right now it's a
an RV would be necessary. But I will live in an
bus.
RV.
We need a bus, is what we need. We need to like.
An big RV.
We should get a jet, really. I mean,
Yeah,
A jet would be nice.
dude, a jet bus. You need a jet bus.
Yeah, jet
A
bus.
You know, like basically a jet turned into a bus that we could just like.
A transformer. We'll be the first band to tour with the
Transformers.
That would be so.
Nice.
I'd be there.
I've never actually even seen Transformers. It's just so popular that I know somehow that word Decepticon. I imagine they're the bad
Autobots roll out.
guys.
Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. If you are gonna watch the Transformers series for any reason, watch the Beast Wars saga.
Beast
No,
Wars.
I'm straight up on the original.
No,
and
Beast
the
Wars.
movie.
Beast
The
Wars.
first movie, I think, and this is just me being old, but like the first Transformers movie with fucking the giant transforming planet and shit like that.
Galacticon or Galactus not.
No,
What did I do? I've never seen Transformers. I don't know what's going on.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, you wanna
Beast Wars
start-
is awesome, though. Do you need
Yeah.
help?
Yeah, this is me being an old guy for the most part, but like the original Transformers, it's like, yeah, that's still, and I mean it's such garbage too, because the thing is like, you know, 1980s, it was like, so they would just market toys.
Yep.
And so it
What
was
do you
just
mean?
a way to like sell toys to kids, sort of thing.
Listen,
They had no regulations on selling to kids and stuff,
You can't.
but
Sabian
Yeah.
Toys. Toys that
Yeah,
made us. Hell yeah.
ori-
Saw the doc.
the original Transformers, the movie,
Loosen?
is
Okay, it's loosened.
it holds a big place in my heart, man. Is all I can say.
all I'm saying is I ain't never heard something more bone chilling than when Rhinox said terrorize.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Beast
I was
Wars
just like,
crazy.
what do you mean? What do you hold on a second? And then
Wait, hold on to it a little longer.
I'm getting chills without context.
Okay, it'd be great.
yeah.
We're
Well,
gonna end it.
Yeah, we're gonna end it, so you might as well say goodbyes, and then 'cause I gotta have some dinner.
Okay. Oh
No,
no.
it's right off.
Thanks
here.
very much for having us, my man. This was
No
very
problem.
fun.
No
Can
problem.
I say goodbye?
Yes,
Okay.
I got this here.
Bye, Tony.
See you, Gabe.
Nice to see you again.
Definitely, Al. Always.
Yeah.
All right, Tony, it's been a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen who have been watching, feel free to tune in on Wednesday for Candid Conversations every Wednesday. Well, most Wednesdays at 6 p.m. And the Terrell Effect, which does happen every Saturday, usually at 12 p.m. But, you know, we had to make it prime time so we could get the roadways on here. And I'm glad we did. So we had everybody on here for a minute or two. It was blessed. You know what? Thank you. And I wish for you continued success.
Thank you very much, my friend.
No
Really
problem.
nice to meet you.
All right. Been a pleasure.
Absolutely. See you, man.
Take care. Bless up. Black out.